2 years ago, if you would have told me reading the manga was better than watching the animation, that would have started World War III. I'd end up having an hour-long presentation on why watching the animation was better than reading the manga. I had as much conviction as Hitler did for killing people. There was nothing you or anyone on this entire planet could have said to change my mind. And now, it is sad to say, but I was wrong.
It was all bullshit.
I mean, my thought process was very simple. Why would I choose to watch still images when I could get to see the animation? You cannot tell me this is not peak. Fuck Adriana Maya. Fuck Michelle Anderson. This is the reason I beat my meat.
Huh?
Now, I had read a good amount of mangas at this point to kind of get the basic idea of how everything was. How did that get there? But I still found myself leaning more towards animation. The only benefit manga seemed to bring to the table was the ability to continue reading the manga if the series ever came to an end or the animation was discontinued. Which was an advantage, but not enough to make me change my opinion. Until I read Berserk. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is a real man right there. And to be honest, I'd suck it. I was 2 volumes deep when I found out the animation existed, so I started watching and reading it at the same time. The animation was amazing, but it was here where I started to see a discrepancy. This is when I started to see the true value of manga. Something I had never considered before was that by gaining stunning visuals, I was losing out on fully understanding the characters and why they are the way they are. I only saw face value of their actions, which meant I was always going to lack the full understanding of their personality. Anime tends to censor certain parts, but we both know that in real life, you can't censor what you don't like. They also tend to remove what they consider useless information, such as the side characters' experiences. But manga isn't in a rush for views, meaning character development, plots get deeper and more meaningful. We get to see their hardships, lives, families, and struggles. This is where you truly fall in love with the characters, which then makes you even more sad and devastated when something bad happens to them. This is what animation lacks, the slow building of emotions instead of rushing towards fight scenes. In the animation, Guts initially comes across as someone who is cold-hearted, emotionless, and violent. The animation hints at something traumatic happening in his childhood, but never really lets you know. It's in the scene with Casca where we start to see that Guts might have been sexually assaulted, but it's never fully confirmed. So you're stuck wondering, did he get assaulted? Did he not get assaulted? But in the manga, you don't have to wonder. You know he got assaulted. The mangaka, not censoring this, allows you to fully feel the weight of what Guts is experiencing. You see him find out the person he looked up to was the reason he got assaulted. Now we know why he has trust issues. Now we know why he doesn't like when people touch him, which makes Griffith's betrayal even more painful. And now the desperation to save Casca hits even harder. Understanding the characters plays a huge role. It's seeing how they get through extreme hardships and fight to get back up. This also makes us feel like we can get through our own problems. My question is, why watch something if you're not going to dedicate yourself to fully understanding the characters by immersing yourself into their lives?